But he's in at the sharp end of things, the business end of the season, a season that's been a drama, a nightmare for West Ham United. Ferdinand, here's Bowyer. They have been good enough under Alan Pardew to be...
Well, everything they do positively. Certainly at 0-0 and early in the game is going to get a huge response from those fans. Just desperate for something to cheer.
They used to cheer Jermaine Defoe, but they're booing him now as an axe-hammer. Berbatov. Casual one from Genus. Tévez has made himself very popular in his short time here. Be even more popular if he could score a goal. Noble has the shot and beaten out by Robinson.
Well, that's just the kind of start Alan Curbishley would have been looking for. Well, it's savable. I will say this. It's well struck from Mark Noble. You'd be very surprised. There's a little ball from Genus. Played it without looking. It was sloppy. It wasn't accurate. And as you say, Tévez, the one thing about this lad, he will drive at the defenders, he will go and commit players like he did, 3 of them. But when you see the height and how close this is to Paul Robinson, yes, it comes through a couple of players, but it's at a good height for the goalkeeper to deal with.
Not know anything about West Ham, it's all been in the papers. And much of it is bad reading for the West Ham fans. Here's Leonard. Berbatov trying to sneak in here, working off the shoulder of Upson and in behind Konchesky, but he's offside.
A little early with his run, that's all. Never bent it enough. But I think Tottenham will know, and Martin Yole will know that initially, any time his team get the ball, they should be under pressure from a West Ham shirt. Alan Curbishley will want the side to start quick when they haven't got possession, use the ball well when they have it.
The free header for Harewood. Noble. Tévez trying to get it down. Tévez does get it down, and in the end, just trying to drop it into a typical run into the penalty area from Lee Bowyer down the years.
He never got it wide enough, Tévez, out his feet to have the shot. I think he quite fancied taking it on. In the end, he improvised and almost clipped him out, his mate.
The referee is Mike Dean, who was called in late on Thursday, in fact, when the original choice, Martin Atkinson, was needed to deputise for Graham Poll at Anfield yesterday. Musical chairs for the officials. Extra pace and mobility to their midfield recently, and I think it's been prominent in that.
I think what Martin Yole's been searching for, Martin, is a combination midfield, hasn't he? And I think what he's found, certainly with Zakora recently, in there is a little bit more stability and a little bit more of an effective combination.
They were absolutely super against Bolton, particularly in the opening 20 minutes last Sunday, 3-0 up. And showed plenty of steel. And Keane was sent off for handballing on the line.
Well, you know what it's like. Football fans will forgive most things that they read and hear about their heroes, their team, as long as their team are doing something on the pitch.
Stylishly done by Berbatov. Konchesky tries to bite again. They've got some help from Noble and from Upson. A nice layoff from Harewood. Edrington trying to bend it in. There's a chase on to Tévez, who uses his strength well. Didn't quite have the skill to go with the will. Noble, you know his sense of purpose. We outlined it at the start. He's been a bit too eager here, says referee, about things here. And you would expect West Ham philosophy to be strong in Messrs Curbishley and Day. Began their playing careers at Upton Park.
There's that pressure again, though. And that's what I mean about the kind of pressure. And if they're going to bring the ball down early in the game, that's much ado about nothing. It's a free kick. And that's the kind of pressure that they're going to invite, and they have to be up to it, West Ham.
Oh, yeah. Forward by Gardner. Berbatov's offside. And John Hartson was spot on when he said about, and having played here, he knows all about the rivalry between West Ham and Tottenham. The Tottenham match is to West Ham what the Arsenal match is to Spurs.
Yeah.
Dawson was one of those who was pretty sick when he came here. That's good. Been a pretty spiky start. Berbatov. Hand free kick. Forward can be a bit introspective when things aren't going well. I'm sure he's hoping to add to his goals tally here as Tévez. Again with that rather uncomplicated style of his, head down and get at him.
Well, his first touch and collect from their long cross-field pass was exquisite. Just showed lack of a left foot. If you can say that about an Argentinian international. Trying to flick it with outside his right might have been better. Just wrapping his left foot round it, helping it into the area.
Tévez with the corner. Met by Tanio.
And he's given a throw. Yeah, hasn't gone for a corner.
Well, Matthew Upson, 10 minutes into his
coming off because that
game.
Strip mark, look right down in front of us.
He was injured away at Aston Villa on his West Ham debut. They tried to hurry up the recovery process. Obviously, seems it might be the same problem again. We'll find out, of course. It might be.
Villa tried to climb over a player, didn't he, who just more or less used a back and he fell awkwardly. Well, a couple of minutes ago, Berbatov did the same. He was given a free kick, Upson, but he tried to climb over Berbatov and might have just landed a little awkwardly.
Konchesky's playing in the middle. Upson's out of it. And out of the game now.
Well, Jeff posed the question to
the Tottenham bench as well. But, West Ham have to fight on. Here's Quasi doing just that.
Unlucky. Might have looked a little extravagant, but a little flick at the Harewood's one was there for Tévez.
Given away rather easily by Harewood. Lennon. Gali. Berbatov.
What a save, son.
A spreading save by Robert Green when Berbatov was not flagged offside.
Well, I thought Genius was off. I'm not so sure about Berbatov. That's why I wasn't shouting offside. I think Genius is definitely offside here. Ball's flicked through there. Now you see two are coming out and off. Now he is slightly ahead of the play, but he gets the advantage. It's borderline. But look at Green out. Brave at his feet. That's a super save.
Tanio. Well, it's dropped over Ferdinand and Berbatov stopped by Green again, and Defoe can't keep the follow-up down.
Needed a touch, Jermaine. It needed a touch, but twice in seconds. This man has kept this man out. This, to me, is a better chance for Berbatov. Lovely ball over the top, and they don't deal with it, West Ham. Now, they needed their goalkeeper. This is a different kind of save. He's using his feet, he's staying big. Look at his save, look at his position. Excellent. Beautiful reactions, top-class goalkeeping. That one, he's got to take a touch in that. Move the ball.
Well, you talk about confidence, Andy. Robert Green played in 5 consecutive defeats for West Ham.
They really were. Very, very good saves.
Here's Konchesky. Set up for Novo! West Ham United lead. A West Ham fan has provided it. 19-year-old Mark Noble.
Well, isn't this game we watched just amazing? Should be talking about West Ham 1
Maybe 2 down.
Could be, but they're not. Because of this moment of magic from their young 19-year-old. Lovely setup from Tévez. And make no mistake, this is not an easy chance. He drills it. Yes, it goes through Dawson's legs. That's what makes it difficult for the goalkeeper. He goes to block it right through the legs and nestles in the bottom corner. Suddenly life doesn't seem as bad as it did a few minutes ago when he watched Upson trek off.
Well, young players sometimes don't feel relating to the crowd, and he's come out and played the game with his heart and his head. I know it's early, but he had that shot right at the start, and now he's got his first Premiership goal. And here's Davenport in a slightly leggy fashion, heading in at Defoe but not dispossessing him, and it's Lennon with his toes twinkling, and it's game on.
Well, we might just have a game. And the reason we've got a game is if I don't think West Ham are that waterproof at the back and confident in their own ability to, they might need more than the one.
Well, green fingers at one end and a noble effort at the other. Gali. Strength of Harewood. Extra belief here. Tévez, 4 forward for West Ham United. Konchesky. Etherington.
Well, that's no excuse for seeing this again. It might just be a big goal. But they want the ball left here, and Noble just drifts in field, and then he goes and attaches himself. Just tucks in behind Tainio. What a strike he's picked out there.
Well, he's played 2, scored 2 for West Ham this season, Mark Noble. Started the campaign on loan at Ipswich. Another goal in the FA Cup against Brighton in January. Davenport is back at West Ham for a second spell. Tottenham loaned him to Upton Park back in 2004. Tévez. Dawson recovered.
Well, they might not know an awful lot about the league or even the club he plays for, but you can't question his commitment today. Right from the first minute, he's been at it, he's been busy, he's tried to be a nuisance, great things, and he has done. And I love it. Weave their magic if they can. Now, have a look at this from the little camera behind the net. Look at the speed of that. Look how quickly it's past the goalkeeper. He stands no chance. Lovely strike.
Berbatov trying to get it down, but he doesn't. Another dropped his shoulders, but he's on the ball here. Shorter matches, remember.
Oh, that's a great goal. It's no fault of Berbatov that he's not there, because he's just played the pass out in Lennon's pace. But it's a super little chip in if you've got a midfield player catching him.
It's Defoe. Oh, that would have been an own goal by Bowyer. Berbatov, and Green's denied him for a third time, but it was chaotic for West Ham prior to that.
Well, they're going to have to defend better. This is dreadful defending. Lee Bowyer almost an own goal. That's another great save. And look how quickly he's up. I mean, that's smashed at him. I don't think he knows a lot about that. Hits him right in the forehead. But because he's big, stays up there, he gets a bit of luck. And who's to say he hasn't deserved it with the saves he's made? Well, what a day he's having, Berbatov. Might have had a hat-trick within, what, 20 minutes of this game. That's a super game.
Heads away. And on the bounce, Berbatov, Defoe, Tévez. And Tévez going across to take it.
No, I just can't tell you the importance of that goal for West Ham to take the lead in this game. You just see the way they've responded since the goal. They all want the ball now. They all think they can play again.
Pretty much where it came from Dawson. Even when Tévez has been on the bench at the start of games, the West Ham fans have been calling for him right from the off.
Well, it's only his 10th league start, and the one thing that he does need is to play football regularly. He hasn't had that luxury since he arrived at this club. Getting a little run now, and I think that shows.
There's been so much levelled at the transfers, anti the two Argentinians. Mascherano, of course, has moved on to Liverpool now. And I think in that deal being put through, maybe one of the original players asking for handball against Konchesky. Berbatov. Defoe. And waiting on the left behind him is Lee. Held the line, held the nerve.
Well, there was a little bit of action there. It was the difference between two front men sometimes. Ball played up to Harewood, took all sorts of trouble getting hold of it, lost it, then it's fizzed up to that man there.
It's quite a big decision for Alan Kirbishley to pick the team today. He had all the fit members of the first team squad, over 20 in the dressing room an hour and a half before the kick-off, before he announced his verdict on who'd be starting.
Yeah, he just got caught. I think a little finger maybe just grazed the eye, caught the hand in the face. Nothing much for him.
Yeah, he's just feeling sorry for himself for a few seconds.
Maybe entitled to feel a little bit sorry for himself. 3 pretty good efforts on goal, and 3 pretty good saves from Robert Green.
Scored in the 16th minute. They've held their lead for 16 more minutes. Genius came in a little over-aggressively then.
Well, 6-1. I think Jermaine Genius asking the question earlier on Jermaine Defoe. I think that's why he went into the tackle straight away after it. We felt Defoe was fouled. I think we just let both go.
Bit of running repairs for Berbatov. Davenport, who was right tight on Defoe a moment or two ago. It's one off Genius. How's he trying to chase it away by Dawson? Magnificent control from Berbatov. And the pass, and unfortunately for Tottenham, the flag.
Well, they just about got it right, I think. I know we're not in line, but I think he's just ahead of Konchesky. Lovely play, this. You look at the little diagonal run, and if you watch when the ball's played, oh, I tell you, look at the far side. Look at the far side. Flag should stay down. Wasn't offside. Lucas Neal playing them on. He shakes his head, and he's right.
Anton Ferdinand got his first Premiership goal at White Hart Lane last season. He's forward here. A touch from Harewood. Tévez, who was the corner taker, and comes out to Harewood with plenty to aim at, and he's missed the target to Robinson's relief.
Well, he thrashes at it. And sometimes thinking your weaker foot, maybe you side foot it, maybe you opt for control. It's a beautiful ball in, but he's rather quick. You know, one of those where it comes quickly, maybe just a little side foot where you can control the ball a bit better. But he thrashed at it wildly, had no real control. Really wicked little bendy ball into that front post. Really difficult to deal with.
minutes to go. It's been an eventful first half. There's Tévez running in behind Lee. They're looking for life to find their soul again, West Ham United. Tévez is certainly doing his bit.
Well, I think what they need to do, regardless of where the future lies, whether it's in this league or the one below it, what Alan Kirkbish is looking for is an end to the season that makes sure the beginning of next season's a positive one and an upbeat one. And if they are going out this league, it's not with a whimper, it's with a roar. That's what he's looking for.
Berbatov trying to move the opposition in his wake.
He's lucky not to get booked there, Lee Boyer. You know, a tackle from behind like that. The player's going away from you. Normally, if you give away a free kick, it's normally followed by a yellow card, but he gets away with it. He hasn't always done, mind you, has he? Yeah.
Tottenham short of numbers in this attack. Levels there again. Really trying to drive it first time to Aaron Lennon.
The lead, I still get the feeling that they're fragile, West Ham.
Tottenham do have this poor record in London derbies.
Yeah,
3 wins in the last 22 of them, but you know, Andy, the 3 wins all against Charlton Athletic, managed by Alan Kirkbish. Tévez. Etherington. Tévez again. It was a very punching challenge out to Dawson Starr, really. He rarely pulls out.
Well, I think what decides this for Mike Dean is the fact that the ball doesn't come away from Tottenham's goal when if Dawson's going to win the ball, then the ball's got to come away from the goal. And when it doesn't, and it's going still towards their goal, he has to make the decision that he didn't get the tackle right. Well, Genius was asked a question at the other end, couldn't produce something. Tévez will undoubtedly show an interest in this from this side of the pitch. It's made for the right footer. He's come close this season, hasn't he? Little Argentinian from this sort of area. Rattled the woodwork, I think, at this end of the pitch against Newcastle, I think it was early in the season. To Robinson's right-hand side he went.
Is there a game of bluff going on here? Or maybe double bluff. Franceschi, the left footer. West Ham have got 3 in and around the Tottenham wall. One of whom now gets a yellow card, Pascal Chimbonda. It's his 5th, but he gets just an FA warning now. Amnesty after the end of February in that respect. It is Tévez! Goal! For Carlos Tévez at long last! And for West Ham United, the luxury of a 2-0 lead.
Well, they get out of that crowd and he'll probably get a yellow card. That's how sad football is at times. This club's had virtually nothing. Other players have had nothing to cheer about and be happy about all season. They suddenly have a 2-goal lead in a local derby in a massive game. I feel pretty certain Mike Dean is going to book him. I just need to see this again. This is pretty central to me. It's floated in, it's not really got a lot of pace in it. But it beats the England and Tottenham goalkeeper. Look at this, it's floated over. Well, it's up and it's over his hand and it clips the underside of the bar, but I don't think the England goalkeeper will be very happy that he's beaten so centrally from a floated free kick like that. No real power in it, drifts it in. And what a first half this has been for West Ham at both ends of the pitch. The goalkeeper's done his bit and the outfield players have done theirs, and suddenly, well, Alan Kirkbish was thinking maybe, just maybe,
The yellow card has been shown to Tévez. I was hesitating to interrupt you, Andy. He was spot on. Bonkers. But, maybe the manager's doing his bit as well.
Yeah.
He's stuck with Tévez. Mike Dean, I think a reluctant referee.
I'm not blaming Mike Dean.
Doesn't deal with the Hammers attacker.
It's not Mike Dean's fault, is it?
Free kick to Spurs. There are bubbles again of optimism at Upton Park. And it can change in a flash. A goal for Spurs here before half-time, and the old neuroses could surface again for the home side.
He doesn't get a free header.
Genius takes. And it's just nicked away from Berbatov. There was an infringement spotted by the referee. It's his moment.
Well, he's waited long enough. And you look at the goalkeeper's position. He's just, what, 2 or 3 yards he's off his line, and that's the key. Now, a goalkeeper shouldn't be standing on his line, but the fact is he's off it, and the height that the ball goes over him, that's the key.
Well, he's been saying he wants to stay here for the rest of his career. He certainly won't have understood too much of what was said in the crowd. He's got the football language, though.
Well, as I said earlier on in this half, Martin, I think he's been great, Tévez, this half. And I think probably because he probably doesn't realise what all the fuss is about half the time. And he doesn't know the game to be played. And I think Martin Yall will rattle into his team a little bit at half-time. And he'll want a reaction second half. That face tells the story.
Scoring in his 20th appearance for West Ham United. Themselves to 20 goals now with the 2 today.
Yeah. Taking a while, isn't it?
Yeah, it's game 29.
Knows better than most. He's been there.
Because if they lose this game from this position,
oh, forget it. Good night. Good night and goodbye, I should say.
The way things have gone wrong for West Ham United.
Nothing's certain. I mean, we know that. You only have to look at games that you see time and again. And teams go 2-0 up. Even today, Bolton are trailing 2-0. They get a goal late on. And suddenly there's panic in Blackburn's defence, and they almost concede a second.
Oh, Watford lost a 2-0 lead yesterday.
There you go, late on. And it happens.
But Robinson rattled here. West Ham looking to end perhaps the most exhilarating half of football they've had in the Premiership this season on the attack. Berbatov coming back to try and stimulate some signs of revival here for Spurs.
Jimmy and Genius just jumping in there on Callum Davenport.
The heart of it so far, he's made one and he's scored one, his first goal. He made the one for Mark Noble, who got off the mark in Premiership terms, but they're on their feet applauding around Upton Park. Not at the Tottenham end though. Spurs trail West Ham United by 2-0.
Can't see Huddleston been asked to trek up and down that right-hand side.
This is uncharted territory for West Ham United at home in the Premiership this season. A 2-0 lead. But a long 45 minutes.
And when do you get nervous if you're West Ham? Players, fans.
Headed by Neil. Huddleston. Lennon. Oh, he's mishit it, and Genius and Green saved again, but it was he didn't know it, but the flag was up for offside.
Well, it's a dreadful attempt from Aaron Lennon as he drifts infield. But just allow Howard.
Tévez, plenty of midfield support to the Argentinian. Ferdinand, well, he was the target. Howard. Now Neil. Need to show confidence in possession, West Ham, and they're certainly doing that here.
Yeah, that was a little decent passage of play, that.
Allowed Gardner to come forward. Well defended by Neil. Tévez. Well, there was a break on here. Sanyo not actually caught in a last man scenario, but there wasn't much cover around.
No, and I think high enough up the pitch not to consider this a genuine goal scoring up where they could have got in there, but the ball wouldn't sit for them.
When he goes in, Michael Dawson, he really does go in.
Yeah, and when you go in like that.
And Jermaine Defoe, not just playing with passion because it's against West Ham, but because he wants to impress Martin Jol to get back into the starting rotation again. So, his fans shouting for a penalty at the other end for handball against here Tottenham's way. Genus. Tévez gets more applause.
Yeah, that's a couple of poor free kicks from Jermaine Genus from this area.
Berbatov, Lennon. Okay, if it came out trying to get there. There's also a challenge from Callum Davenport, in which I think he might have hurt himself as well.
Well, I wondered about that. A little flick from Berbatov. It was there to swing his right foot, his strong foot at.
Davenport still limping, but he got there.
Well, here we go for the first time today. Pressure. Questions.
Martin Jol may well have said something along the lines, score the next goal and you can win the game. They've done the first part of that. Lee. Lennon's position stretching the play again. Can cross with his left foot. Here's Chimbonda. Huddleston. Touched on by Tanio. Now Berbatov.
Well, the angle against him, I'm just a bit surprised with him. But the traffic's one way at the moment. And it's heading towards Robert Green. But he came on, we talked about his range of passing. Would it influence the game? We said
Robertson advances.
It's the only thing he has to be careful about, Berbatov. He doesn't jump a lot. A lot of the time he'll watch the flight of the ball, look at the defender, and then just at the last minute he puts his body in between defender and the ball. A lot of referees don't like that. Keeper.
(2-1) to West Ham, as it was after 90 minutes here in May against Spurs. A match that had more significance for Tottenham than it did for the Hammers that day. It's not the case here. Defoe, who played the ball with his hand when he went to ground.
Well, I tell you, that's generous. How on earth does he know his arms are going down? His arms are going down to balance. I don't know his arms are going down to control the ball. He falls to the ground there like that. Are you telling me that's a handball? Do me a favour. It's a terrible decision.
Berbatov, hoping someone's anticipated his early cross. Chimbonda might have been a bit slow out of the blocks there. Emergency midfield man.
I have to say, Konchesky, I mean, that's taking a risk. I mean, that looked to me a...
Well, nerves do strange things to people. In Konchesky's case, it's That's made him a bit clumsier. Tévez, Noble goes for the pass this time to Boleyn. Back to Quasi, they're out of shooting range now, West Ham. Neil, who deals with the danger to West Ham. Konchesky. Tévez. Chimbonda and Berbatov. Defoe herring into the middle, it's over him. It reaches Lennon. Oh, what a goal from Tinio. And it's 2-2 here. That's brilliant from Tottenham.
Oh, this is a goal constructed of the highest quality. It really, really is. Well, he looks perplexed, but he's no reason to give it away here. Probably the best player, Tévez, gets robbed, but of course Konchesky's going to head a Berbatov, but he has a look, and this is deliberate. He picks out Lennon. Now what about Lennon's cheek? Watch the way he cushions this ball. That's ridiculous. And then Tinio, can he finish it off under pressure? Well, there's your answer. Wonderful, wonderful goal.
The 2-0 lead has evaporated in the first 18 minutes of the second half.
Talked about it first half, you mentioned it to me, what would happen to West Ham should a 2-0 advantage be lost and squandered and turn into a defeat, and we're very close to that now. Continual pressure on the West Ham defence. The ball's been flown one way, all of the game has been played basically where we are right now, in West Ham's defensive third.
There's all sorts of confusion around Konchesky. It comes to Lennon. Well, West Ham lost 13 of the 16 games prior to the departure of Alan Pardew. And all is not yet lost today, of course, but a 2-0 lead has gone. Boleyn. Tévez. He doesn't look as though he'll let his head drop. And he's having to backheel it to prevent the corner. It's Tévez maybe the catalyst for the right kind of change for West Ham again. Somewhat gingerly, Davenport makes his way up for the corner. It's easily dealt with by the front man, Berbatov. Defoe. For Berbatov.
A little bit too far with the touch there, unlike him.
It's a bleak house again here. Because you can't deal in draws in West Ham's. Remembering that incident in the wall in the first half. Boleyn.
Oh, Mike Dean just shook his fingers as if to say no, nothing in it for me, but Quasi, I think it is, hasn't got up. Reed just kept running with the ball, didn't see the run.
Quasi limped back into proceedings here. Tévez, Noble wanted it back. Stuck with Tévez though, Boleyn. Tévez shows again, he's not stopped running really. It's been Mido's not involved for Tottenham today, incidentally. He's not fully fit either. So the Keane suspended. There's a French player, Adel Tarapt, on the bench, an attacking midfield man.
It's a kind of challenge from Davenport, foot up like that high. You get a free kick anytime you play in Europe, but you're a little bit more lenient in this league.
Chimbonda. Huddleston. Such a big chap for a young man. blessed with such poise. League, the Premiership.
I think you're right in that.
To balance that with the fantastic touch and grace that he brings to Spurs midfield. Tipped on by Konchesky. Oh, Tévez had a bit of a kick out then. He might be feeling the frustration, but he mustn't show too much of it.
Yeah, he's so much smaller than Dawson that he's leaning on him all the time.
Ball's gone.
Still got the lash there.
Is that a contradiction in terms? A little lash?
Yeah, I guess it was.
There's little Lennon. Berbatov. I feel he's likely to do something before the 90 minutes are up. His critics have pointed to maybe lack of productivity in away games compared to what he's the wonders that he's done at White Hart Lane. Risky by Quasi again.
It was risky, you're right, but it was a decent tackle.
Here's Tévez. Another decent tackle by Dawson. Konchesky from Sevilla scored against Liverpool very soon after coming on as a substitute. He's particularly good in the air. That good in the air. He's just steered it wide.
Well, Henderson decided to attach himself. The Boyer just moved infield one.
Here is Tévez. Terry a bit slow to sort it out. Tévez jumped into Dawson.
Boleyn sometimes only takes this. A struggle for West Ham second half. They've got plenty in there now. 5 decent targets. It's Tévez to produce a ball.
And he does! Bobby Zamora! Who's only been on a matter of moments. And West Ham have regained the lead with 6 minutes to go.
The game great. I said to you, produce a ball. There are plenty of people in there. He's packed his side with front men. It's a mismatch, really. And if the ball's a good one and you get a good spread across the 6-yard box, then you've just got a chance. It's a super header from Zamora. What a first touch. At least I think it's his first touch. Well, the ground has suddenly come to life.
It means the world to West Ham United. The 5th goal in the game goes to the home side when all the signs were turnaround.
Little Tévez again, though, isn't it? It says quality. You often don't see the ball that you want delivered in there. That certainly was delivered into the perfect area. As I've said, I think that's a mismatch. Zamora jumped with Tainio, I think. And there he is. Enjoy. Guess man of the match will be easy if they hold on to this lead.
He's still learning the lingo, but I think he's getting his message across. Well, the good times have been few and far between. Bowyer. Konchesky.
I'll tell you what,
ending up in the penalty area, it's on the edge.
no wonder you love the football. It's just unbelievable. What a sport. This is a free kick. There's a little nudge there. Anton Ferdinand and Stalteri. A little unnecessary.
Well, they have had a 3-3 here, haven't they, this season against Fulham? Robert Green, who was a picture of delight, typified what it meant to West Ham when he saw the ball in the net at the other end.
Well, you wonder what psychologically this would do to West Ham if Berbatov smashes this in and finds the net. I mean, that's a real crowd scene in front of the goalkeeper. Pick the bones out of that. Can you see anything, Robert Green, at all?
I'm wondering about whether someone's going to go back on the line.
Well, if they do, they're going in with them.
It's Berbatov! And Spurs have levelled it at 3-3. Their smooth operator has just measured the ball into the West Ham net, and there's a sting in the tail of the most painful kind for Alan Kirbishley, Robert Green and company.
Well, look, Konchesky gets back, but the quality of the free kick is just too good. It's over, it's up. Can you get there? Oh, no. Not quite the corner. What a day it's been for this man. What a day. Well, what will that swing of Berbatov's right foot do for this club now? And I don't mean Tottenham, I mean his club.
On the verge of
in 10 seconds or so's time. There's not another goal in this game, is there?
Harewood. Oh, Noble. And Tévez!
How close you think? We've no idea, have we?
Absolutely none.
He suggests it's very close. When it goes right across the goal, we've got an idea here. How close is it? That close. That's close. Oh, Mark Noble's hands are up in the air. He thinks it's in. Look at all around. The claret and blue.
On the half volley, no half measures. Berbatov.
He's a mile off.
And the flag reflects that. They led West Ham United. Well, the Premiership weekend started with a massive match at Anfield.
Yeah.
It's finishing here with a momentous match at Upton Park. It's Lennon.
You have to say in the evidence of what you've said insult or anything, but you wonder why his side are playing where they're playing in the league. I mean, why they propping up this division? I know it's probably not the strongest side, but think of what they've done today and how they've gone about this. And 3 goals scored, all right, 3 conceded. But their attitude's been first class, their drive, their commitment, their desire, all the things you'd want in a team have been there. And they're propping up the division.
Should do.
Oh, he's got a choice here. It's certainly within his range.
And he scored 1 and made 2. At the West Ham 3.
And as I've said, there are plenty of targets there.
If you need a moment to turn your season around at the crucial stage, this has that scenario. Konchesky. Tévez is off to take it. It's almost so important that Robert Green should come forward. He's not, and you can understand why. So defeat would be catastrophic. But victory is everything for West Ham. In goes Neil. Back to Noble, who got the goals rolling. Zamora. Oh, and there's a break on for Spurs now. And it's Defoe. Konchesky is the one-man back. Trying to buy the Hammers some time. Defoe! Oh!
Oh, no.
Stalteri on the scene, and Tottenham have got their noses in front in stoppage time, and Alan Kirbishley can scarcely believe what he's seen.
Well, Wattsfield, he's made a really good save. He can't keep a hold of it. And the tap-in wins the game for Tottenham. Unbelievable afternoon of football in the Premiership. Unbelievable.
It hasn't finished yet. Here's Kepa. But it's almost finished. And West Ham United are sliding even closer towards the trapdoor.